So, for example, me and Ahmed have a fight, my husband. It's over within 4 minutes because
as it should be.
And he always is the one to approach me, as he should, because I think that the man should approach the woman, and he does. So he really takes care of me in that sense. I learned a lot from that because now I can't go 1 hour in a fight with Ahmed. Before it was like, I'm gonna storm out and I'm gonna go and sleep on the couch and I'm gonna do this. And he's like, what are you doing?
This is so beautiful because you could be a really good woman and then the man can make you a crazy, horrible woman.
I agree.
And you can be a really good man and a woman can make you a horrible, aggressive, vicious disaster of a man.
You know, it sounds good. And if I just break down the part where it says, well, it's over within an hour. I'm not going to think too deeply into it. I want to say that I'm going to leave that part alone. But what I will say is when you mention he comes to me as he should, I think maybe you need to change your thinking around who approaches who. Y'all like to say, basically, you need to take a little bit more accountability. That's going to be a problem in the future. That's what I hope it's not, but that's going to be a problem in the future. If he always has to approach you, even when you're wrong, that's going to be a problem in the future. And there ain't going to be no 1 hour, 2 hour nonsense. You did something wrong. You need to come and approach me. You need to come to me and get it correct. I don't need to keep on coming to you. If you want to go cool off, get something to eat, collect your thoughts and whatever, cool. But you need to come to me and apologize.
I run a very strict program. I don't have a roster. I don't do forever talking stages. I don't do situationship. I date intentionally. And I'm a strong believer that when a man knows, he knows. I've seen way too many stories of men knowing after the first 20 minutes, the first date, the first 3 dates. I've seen way too many stories of men knowing immediately when they found their wife. For me to let you drain my energy and waste my time, I don't answer to DMs just to answer to DMs just because people are telling me I'm pretty, I'm beautiful. Okay, and then what? That's what running a street program is not letting people waste your time, not letting compliments get to your head. It doesn't matter that I'm pretty, that I'm beautiful, that I'm this and I'm that and whatever. If you're not the person I'm praying for, you're not my type, why should I entertain you? I don't entertain men just to have a man presence next to me. If you're not gonna be my husband, get out of my husband's way. Period.
Play, and the haters gonna hate, baby. I'm just gonna shake it off.
What if women could do their job and like keep their clothes on or not sexualize themselves? Like, what if female rappers could just like rap without like twerking on stage? You know, I think the female rapper is yet to figure out that like you can't be the backup dancer and the rapper. It's kind of weird. But my point is that women claim men sexualize them, but really women just sexualize themselves. Like there's something in the nature that has to be managed by who? By a moral man. Marquettism is for the kids. Marquettism saves lives.
In a car dealership too, I want my man to present me or represent me in a certain way. Well, how do you think the man wants you to represent him? Oh, you don't care about that.
We want you. I'm not talking about the 1% to 2% Barbie dolls that can have any man on this planet.
I'm looking for someone who's loving, and loyalty is really important to me. I've had a few people lie to me before, and it just wasn't a good time. I am the type of person who will always remember your birthday. If you're sad and you don't know why, I know why. I love to craft. I have a very extensive craft closet. I could make the best birthday card for you. For me, a deal breaker is having a girlfriend already. I could do anything on a first date. I like breakfast. Could we get breakfast?
So many girls I talk to want a guy that makes six figures, drives a fancy black sports car, owns a luxury apartment, or owns a house on a lake and flies private. Speaking from experience, I've gone on dates with many guys like that, and that means absolutely nothing.
Looks are important for men. So if you want a Barbie doll woman, then yeah, she's going to be expecting you to have all this stuff because she can be selective. And same goes for the 1-2%. And I have a feeling that you are not the 1-2%. So stop comparing yourself to the 1-2% and start looking for a woman that is within your level. There are a lot of lonely women out there. A lot. And the reason why I made that video was to say it's okay to have feelings. We want you. I'm not talking about the 1-2% Barbie dolls that can have any man on this planet. I'm talking about relationships.
If a woman gets offended easily, it usually has nothing to do with you and everything to do with neurochemistry. In the beginning of a relationship, her dopamine and oxytocin are high. She literally can't get offended. Her brain filters out problems. Months later, dopamine drops, life gets routine, stress rises, and suddenly tiny things hurt, not because you changed, because her neurochemical baseline did. And instead of saying, my stress is high, her brain says, something's wrong with him. That's why arguments with logic don't work. You're debating her hormones, not her thoughts. Understand the biology, and you understand women. Follow for clarity, not chaos.
What does it mean when she never posts you on her Instagram?
You tell me.
In some sense, she could prefer a private life and not want to post, but I think if she really actually enjoys spending time with you and likes you being in her life, she'll share you the way she shares everything else.
Can't add anything to that. Perfect. I agree. Because if she posts a lot of other stuff and not you, something's rotten in the state of Denmark, right? But if she barely ever posts, fine.
Yeah.
I really don't care. I don't have to be posted. It'd be one thing if she was posting another dude. And I do get your argument. So, if she shares you like she shares everything else, I get it. I understand it. I don't disagree with it, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm too busy. I've got other stuff that I'm doing, want to do. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Just don't go crazy, right? You might have, I think the occasional post, right? Like say, for instance, in the natural, if you're trying not to post your man, then that would be a problem. But if you have like a business or something like that, then, it doesn't really make sense to post them on your business page because that's for business. You get paid on that page. If you have a personal page, you might post them here and there. These are the personal things that I want this, and this. And like we just, kind of heard, from Taylor, I think in another video that I did, she was talking about as soon as the woman posted her man, then the women in the comments started DMing him. So, I mean, there's all different ways, it could be shady, but, I'm looking at your behavior is what I'm doing, because you're not posting me on social media. Maybe that's a sign, but your behavior and the way that you move around is going to let me know that you're playing around. Most men don't need social media to see that you're messing around. When they lock in and they focus on you, then they're going to figure out what you're up to. So that's my opinion.
In China, this girl is too fat. This girl, too dark. And this girl is too short, according to Chinese social media. How unhinged are the beauty standards here in China? Shushu breaks it down. Chinese people love their standardized tests. And for better or worse, beauty is also a test. Yes, there are literally beauty tests that are going viral all over social media. Pass the test and you're an S-tier baddie. Fail it and you're definitely mid. So, what are the 4 most insane beauty tests that Chinese girls swear by? First is the A4 paper test. Hold a piece of A4 paper in front of your waist. If you can no longer see your waist, you pass. And no, ain't no way you're holding that paper in landscape. Portrait mode only. Would you pass? Similar to the A4 test is the belly button test. Can you wrap your arm all the way behind your back and touch your belly button? Nails don't count. If so, you've got a waist that Chinese social media worships. Then there is the fish and collarbone test, or Sogu Yangyu. How does it work? Basically, is your collarbone deep enough that a fish could swim inside? If so, then you're a big freaking deal in China. The hashtag 锁骨杀 literally means your collarbone is so sexy. It kills. Are you a fan? Finally, we've got the 冷白皮 or cool skin test. Is your skin a warm tan tone? Or is it a cool, pale, almost blue tone? If you're cool toned, then congratulations. You'll be glazed to no end in China. Bonus points if you have visible veins through your pale skin. It's low-key a niche that some guys and girls get way too into. So yeah, Chinese beauty standards are next level. And honestly, doing way too much, in my opinion. Because everyone's beautiful in their own way, right? And no shot I'm letting some random social media challenge tell me I'm chopped. That's what the mirror's for. But what do you think? Dig it or nah?
You American women love complaining about our beauty standards and how the men are about their women over here. We ain't got nothing on China.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. And maybe it's not even a limb. It's just an observation for me. I personally don't think that some of these women are all that cute. It's just that they're slim. That's it. And for me, some of them are too skinny. You know, so you know, I to each his own, because I know some fellas like really slim. They like that. But it's just that you're skinny. That's getting you looks that you don't really look all that great. Her hair looks nice here. Looks like she takes care of herself. I think it said nails don't count. I think this is too skinny, but I think, you know, just the figure, you know, the hips and stuff like that and the way her body is going would attract a man. Yeah, man, I just think, you know, the way the clothing and stuff is sitting on their body and the way they take care of themselves. And I think that should be a larger point, that modern women, you don't need to do weird stuff. You just need to take care of yourself like you ask men to do. You don't need to do all of the fake lashes and the nails and the hair and all that stuff. Just take care of yourself. I mean, I know you like to get clean and hygiene is very important, but I think that y'all overdo it with stuff that's not hygiene. It's accessories. You over accessorize. And just think about that. You don't, for a lot of men, you don't have to be this skinny. That's not a standard. Women seem to be, you know, going on both ends of the spectrum in terms of what you're actually supposed to be doing versus what men want.
Do you believe that women only care about what men provide and not who they are?
No.
Why?
Tom? I mean, I can only speak from my own personal experience.
Do that.
Okay. You got to be able to bring something to the table.
So you only like him for what he provides?
No.
You just said it.
No.
Huh?
Okay.
Come on.
No.
Okay, say it again. Go ahead. Say it slow so he can understand. Yeah, it might have went by him kind of fast.
It did.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you just not doing nothing. So how?
I'm loving you.
That's not a
point proven. Guess what? Women's love is not unconditional. It's always conditional. Conditional on the fact that I can bring the money home. You will love me, fuck on me, as long as I can protect and provide at a high level. That's why men's love is unconditional. See, I don't care if you work at McDonald's, Arby's, KFC, Popeyes. I'm gonna be there. If you treat me right, and you me right, I'm gonna put your fine ass on that goddamn drive-thru, put your ass in the Bentley and take you to the big house. See, that's because we actually love y'all for who y'all are. Y'all love us for what we bring. You sit there and say no, but the first thing you say is, you gotta bring something to the table.
You know what, ladies? I'm 46 years old and I've done everything the right way. I never sold my body. I never stole from nobody. I never did set nobody up. And I'm here to tell y'all, it doesn't pay to be good. Go be a thought. Go do what you want to do. It doesn't pay to be good. Because all people do is just take, and you get left with nothing. And then they lie on top of it. Be good. Apologizing. Just do you, okay? Because I'm here to tell you for 46 years straight, being kind, being good in this world is stupid, right?
I mean, you can go do whatever you want to do, but you don't understand. It's not going to hurt a man. It's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. You don't have any integrity. That's going to come back on you.
You meal prep this week? No. You cook for that man, though.
I don't like doing pull-ups on you.
Yes, you do. You pulled up on that man when he wasn't answering the phone. Get a gym as many chances as you gave that man. No, don't nobody run in your family. I need to see some unlaid edges by the time this workout is done. Everybody say 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to be big no more. How many was that? I don't believe you. Do 4 more. Women get their hair done and start lying. Run like the Beyonce concert finna start. We know you cheating on your workout. You cheated on your last man. After you eat, you do not need a treat. You're not a German Shepherd.
Ooh, you got a nice outfit.
Yep, I ain't no biscuit. You ain't got to butter me up. I love taking a plate home from the baby shower. Take this plate home with you. You need to be motivated. Your ex is watching and hoping your back get big. Now let's move. No, you're not. No, you're not. Get the hell away from me. You keep coughing like that, you're going to get kicked out. COVID's still going around. You got 2 more coughs and you're gone. Are you waiting on Jesus to come back? Let's go.
You see what time it is? It's 6:30.
What that mean?
We on time.
I don't reward a fish for swimming. Push up like your broad do. Let's go. You get a free meal plan when you sign up here. Oxtail and ice cream is not on it. Y'all keep eating unhealthy, it's going to sound like this when you back up. A key. Pick the kettlebell up. You running like Nene Leaks. I don't believe you. Do it again. Light-skinned women be lying. Your name is not Fat Joe. I don't need you to lean back when you do that. These are only sliders y'all need to be worrying about. It's core sliders, not the pork sliders. When you squeeze the glutes at the top of the squat, you ain't working nothing but my nerves. We got to fix your form. Stand up. And go grab 25s. Pull the sled like you be pulling them. No, you didn't. You're lying. Because I saw you didn't do nothing but get off the machine and pull out a wedgie. That's all you did. Now you got 8. You're trying to cheat. I'm not your ex. You don't have to cheat on me. Let me ask you a question. Do you go see your eye doctor once a year? Okay, I could tell. Because you got a 25 on that side and a 10 on this side. These box braids are not moving quick enough for me. Let's go. Only if you got deodorant on. Shoulder press. You love an open bar. It's an open bar right there. Set it up. Now. You throw up on my floor, I'm going to charge a card on file. I've seen you at the club. You can get much lower. I've seen it.
And when I'm shaking my ass in the club, don't be keep smacking my ass, man. I'm trying to let the niggas see it. Y'all hoes just kept tapping on asses and move. I'm trying to dance on it. All you see is them dancing on each other. I want to dance on some dick.
Calling everything bare minimum in the dating culture right now is making us miserable. I think we should appreciate the small things that people do for us that make us feel good, like the door being open for you, or a sweet text, or remembering their favorite snack. If you take the small stuff for granted and just don't appreciate it, it might stop altogether, and it definitely won't encourage someone to want to do more. So instead of brushing off the small things that some can say is bare minimum, just appreciate it and say thank you. Because the small stuff adds up.
If men started saying we don't owe women love the way some women say we don't owe men submission, would that be called progress or regression?
Regression.
How?
I think because you have to give and take in every situation, mostly every relationship.
I feel like I think women straying away from submitting to men and men straying away from loving their women unconditionally. There's no progression or nothing progressive to stem from that. It's just gonna warrant a lack of unity and camaraderie amongst partners.
And this is an interesting one because it says, I wish men judged absent fathers the same way they judge single mothers. So she's got a caption here. It says, funny how everyone has something to say about single moms, but suddenly goes quiet when it's time to talk about the dads who disappeared. Let's stop pretending the problem is the parent who stayed and stepped up. If people judged absent fathers with even half the energy they judge single mothers, the conversation around parenting would look very different. Accountability? Anyone? Well, I mean, the Temptations made a song, Papa Was a Rolling Stone. It's talking about an absent father. They made an entire song about it. What would you do if your son is at home crying all alone? Something. And his daddy's gone. That's talking about a man not being accountable. What else? Deadbeat fathers. Deadbeat baby daddies. A lot of men are on child support. That is a form of accountability. They're literally being judged in court. Literally. Like not court of a public opinion. The court of law. You are legally mandated to pay for your kids. Where's the dad at? So much so that now you can be put in jail. I don't know if it happens all the time, but you can be put in jail for not paying child support. And then they can go back and say, oh, well, you actually owe back pay on child support. So that's accountability. They are actually holding men accountable. So you don't have to guess whether a man is going to have to step up to the plate. The men that are not doing these things, the men that are not paying child support, they're literally dodging the system. They're literally dodging accountability because accountability is there. People are literally looking for them. So I don't get this. Like, the conversation wouldn't be very different. I don't know what the conversation would look like because they're already being held accountable right now. They're already supposed to be doing it right now. And we have society. I mean, we can take this from a discussion on just fathers and men in general. I believe I've shown you some clips of Oprah and I think Scott Galloway, where they're talking about how men in society aren't being men. They need to step up and be men. Oh, he's not a good father. You have plenty of women online talking about, I'm a single mother. He doesn't do X, Y, and Z. Men need to be called out. I'm not taking it anymore. Yada, yada, yada. This and that. So they're absolutely being judged. Absolutely. I don't know where you got that from.
Men don't lose women because they open up. They lose women because of how they're opening up. You think being honest and vulnerable bring her closer to you? But here's the truth. When you dump everything on her, she doesn't feel connection, she feels responsibility. A woman can feel your emotions, but she cannot carry your emotional weight. When you vent without direction, when you look at her for regulation, when you collapse instead of lead, she doesn't see intimacy, she sees instability. And instability kills that respect that you're looking for. It kills desire, it kills attraction. Once you learn how to be vulnerable and open up in a way that lands safe for her, that's when that true connection and respect comes in.
And once again, it sounds good until it doesn't. All the adjusting, putting my hair to the side, putting on my coat and all that other stuff, make it seem like I'm about to say something that actually makes sense until it doesn't. So basically, you need to present your emotions in this way. Well, it feels like you're just dumping something on me and I feel responsible and it makes me feel like there's instability there. So wait a minute. When you start crying and breaking down because you feel like your world is falling apart because you couldn't get your vanilla frappe today, I'm supposed to listen to that. Oh, everything just going wrong. And the fix for that is going and trying to get that for you. Oh, and by the way, getting your favorite meal and maybe some flowers and stuff like that. That's the fix for it. But when a man is having one of those situations, then all of a sudden I feel an instability with you. I don't feel safe. Y'all gotta stop talking. Stop talking and start working on yourselves. Working on why you feel that way. Well, I went to therapy, go back. Well, I did the inner work, do more. Well, I'm healed. No, you're not. You're still broken. Y'all have a real problem.
This Jezebel says, only an insecure man tries to control what his woman wears. A confident man knows her style doesn't threaten him. It reflects her confidence. How do you know if you're in? One of the things I'll never understand about women is you guys want to act and play dumb, and that's fine. If you want to act like a bimbo and act like you have amnesia, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to do that. I'm very like thick bodied. I have double D's and a big butt. I know when I wear certain outfits, it looks a little bit more dramatic than other people. When you're grown, you understand the outfits you wear and how people look at you and how people perceive you. You know, like I wouldn't walk into an establishment with my breast out and my thong showing. It's just not appropriate. You know, there's certain things I just wouldn't do. I really feel like a lot of women, they know what they're doing. When you go to the gym and you're putting your thing in the back or whatever, your shirt all the way up, you're trying to show your butt. I don't understand what's so wrong about saying that's what you want to do. I'm a very big advocate for embracing your body and loving your body. I work out, y'all. I understand wanting to show the glutes off, wearing leggings, all that stuff, but I'm not opposed to sitting here and lying and acting like I'm slow and acting like I don't know what I'm doing. When you get on a motorcycle and you're recording yourself and you literally have no clothes on, first off, you should be caring about your safety. You should be caring about if you slide across that floor, you're going to be scraping up on the thing. There goes your mosquito bites. Are you out of your mind? Another thing, why do you guys want a man who doesn't give a fuck about what you do? Why do you want a man who doesn't care about those things? I'm not saying a man needs to tell you what to wear, how to wear it, and where to go. That's controlling. But I also think a lot of men need to stop getting with 304s. I think a lot of men need to stop getting with women like that. If you see her and she dresses provocatively, stop getting with women because these type of women are never going to listen to you. Stop trying to change a girl. I don't understand people who do that. You guys date for potential and wonder why you get these 304s who end up leaving you for somebody else and say you're controlling. That's on you. Another thing, I don't understand why women get into relationships, yet they don't want to listen and compromise and be respectful. I get it. When you're young, when you look a certain way, show your body off. But there comes a time where I really feel like you have a partner now. The advertising should be done. When you're single, you should be scouting. You're single. Show your body off, wear what you want, whatever. But when you get a man, I feel like there should be like a little cap on what you post. Again, every relationship is different. But I just think inviting that type of attention to yourself and others, especially when you know you can't handle it, is crazy. The reason why I say this is because you might be able to handle this, but the advice you're giving is going to be given to a young girl who a guy's going to tell her something or be in front of her man and she's not going to be able to handle it. Ladies, be careful to the women you listen to online because a lot of these women are either older who have been in the game for a minute and you might be a young woman. What if a guy presses you? What if a guy says something to you? We all know how some men can be, how men can be super lustful. It's weird how you guys say men are lustful and nasty and all this stuff, yet you'll have your perked up right in someone's face. I never get it. It's weird. I also want to add this next part. I don't understand women who post stuff like this. You know, you cannot say it doesn't scream attention. Your camera is literally showing straight to your butt when you're turned, and it's all for attention. I also think it's sad that you cannot get views any other way besides showing your butthole and ass. That says a lot about your character. Seriously. I don't understand why you guys want to set this tone of like, you guys are trying so hard to like be nasty or be freaky or whatever and then complain that men are weirdos and perverts. But you are allowing this. You are also inviting this into your life. My biggest thing too, women will complain about the way that men are. Oh, he likes these nasty ass pictures. Oh, he likes these type of women. But then look what you post. If you're a woman who dresses like nasty and posts, if you're dressing wild out and you don't post stuff, who cares? But if you're posting like this and you get mad at what your man likes, you're a part of the problem. I'm sorry. If you cared so much about what was going on in the world, you wouldn't be doing stuff like that. Like I said, y'all, do whatever you want. This is just an opinion. Of course, there's going to be so many girls offended by this, but really think about what you're doing. Why do you do things and act like you're not aware of what's going on? For me, y'all, I can honestly sit here and tell my partner doesn't do this, but I could be like, hey, why are you liking that girl's picture and her butthole's all out? I don't post like that. I'll post gym videos, but you will not catch me posting videos where my buns are clapping while I'm on a motorcycle. It's not necessary. Like, I've even seen a girl on a motorcycle where the camera was right here. She was doing this and her were bouncing everywhere. And it's just like, dude, that's so sad and desperate. You guys have to cook half naked. You guys have to make stuff half naked, be at the gym half naked, and then sit there and go, oh my God, men are weird. Why are they looking at me? This and that. Girl, are we serious? And then it's winter time. What are you guys doing, bro? I hate the delusion. You guys like act like you have amnesia. You guys act like you don't know and you're so oblivious. Then you wonder why men say women are more emotional and not logical. You consider this logical? I don't think you would like your man to post thirst traps. I don't think you would like your man to post himself with sweatpants on with his big old sticking out, would you now? You know, a lot of the things you guys do, you would never want it done to you. Stop acting slow and dumb. It's getting old. I'm so tired of these videos, and I'm so tired of women saying that men are insecure. He's your man. He's your protector. I always say this, never disrespect a woman, never yell at a woman, and never put your hands on a woman. I would say, hey babe, you look gorgeous, I love you, but I don't want you going out like that because I don't want nobody touching you, being weird with you. Just because he can control his lust doesn't mean other men can. And that's okay for him to want to care about you. You want a man who's protective. Why would you want a guy who lets you go out with your high beams on? Girl, you're not by yourself anymore. You know, that doesn't make any sense. I love a protective man. As long as he's not belittling me and putting me down. I just had to say that key word because I never want men to hurt you or put you down. Like I said, stop dating these women and trying to change them. There's already women out here that the moment they get in a relationship with you, they act accordingly. Stop begging these to get right. They're never going to get right. They want to act and play dumb. But you also are allowing that as a man. You teach these women how to treat you. And she clearly doesn't respect you because no good woman in her right man who wants a good man is going to post stuff like this. Like I said, if you're doing OF, if you're a promiscuous couple, things like that, we're not talking about you. But if you're just a regular couple and stuff like that and your man's asking you nicely, hey babe, I don't want you posting that. I also think it's sad too. A lot of you guys post like this. You're not even making money off social media. You're posting it for free. That's crazy. Being a 304 for free is wild when you're in a relationship. Then you wonder why you get all this undivided attention. I really also feel like that makes your man look a certain type of way. Like, men have a wife and that's like their trophy. So when you start doing stuff like this, I feel like you're putting yourself on the market in advertisement. It's giving swinger. It's giving weirdo. It's like you're still scouting. If you don't want your man doing certain things, then why do y'all do it? You know, I don't get it, but whatever. It's my opinion. You don't have to listen to me. Clearly, you guys are going to still have your butthole out online, jumping and popping off a motorcycle. Enjoy.
I get showing off your body, but I think you might need to do it in a respectful way. This is where the question of, and I agree to pretty much everything that you've been saying, but your patterns of behavior, this is why we talk about body count. It's an indicator of what you have been doing. So if I have been dressing this way, I can stop for a moment, but if I see something cute, then I'm probably going to wear it. And I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about it. And because I have no discipline, I'm going to figure out a way to wear it. I'm actually going to buy it. And this is what a lot of women do. A lot of modern women do. They go ahead and buy it. And then they put it on and they walk out the closet like nothing's going on. And when the man is like, what are you doing? Like, where'd you get that from? And then you have to have a whole conversation about it. And then that's when the control comes in. If you would have respected a boundary that you knew was already there, that would have never even been a conversation because you would have never even done that. So he's put in a position to be quote unquote controlling. He's put in a position to put his foot down when it never even should have gotten there. I mean, you see the boundary and you're sitting at the fence. We do the same thing with young kids. Don't go over to that stove. Stay away from that. Get away from that oven. Don't touch that. And when they burn themselves, I told you, and we even put up barriers and barricades, but kids don't stop. They don't listen. Kids are hard-headed. Love them to death, but they are hard-headed. And they keep on doing what they want to do until they get the result that they were looking for. Well, they weren't looking for that result, but they reach the goal of doing that. They touch that stove. Now I got to maybe take you to the ER if it's bad, or I can just put some ice on it, hopefully, or rinse it out or run it under some cold water, hopefully. But you went over there and you crossed the boundary. And not only did you cross the boundary, you climbed over the barricades to get to the place that you weren't supposed to be. And this is what modern women are doing. You shouldn't even be over there. There's no reason for you to be over there. But you find yourself over there because that's what you wanted to do. Despite a man saying, don't go over there. Be careful. Well, I feel like it's all right. And I believe it's all right. It's not all right. Don't go over there. I'm telling you right now, leave it alone. Y'all don't listen. And when something bad happens to you, you expect me to swoop in, dive, dip, dodge, and all that stuff to get to you and pull you out of a fire that you dumped in. And men at some point in time you see how it keeps dragging on from your bad decision? One thing leads to another. Set a boundary, don't wear that. You should be wearing that in the first place. There's other ways that you can show off your body and your figure without doing that. Plenty of clothing where you can show off your figure without having them hanging out. But then when you get in a relationship, hey, stay away from that. Don't do that. Watch out for this. And then you do it anyway. And now what I'm doing, because men are out there most of the time trying to build a future for you, I have to stop, run over and try to save you. And it'd be one thing if it was a child, because we know to expect that from a child. But from adults, we know, or we should expect from them to do a little bit better and make a little bit better decisions. Children, they don't know no better. So you teach them. But from a child or from an adult, we expect you to use your brain and make a conscious decision. We're in this together. So that means I don't have to worry about what you got going on, because I know you working just as hard as I'm working on whatever it is that you're working on. And we, kind of meet in the middle to become more successful. But if I'm working, you playing around, I got to worry about you. And then the kid's doing what the kid does, I got to worry about the kid. Now we got a problem. And we can't, you mad at me because we can't build, but you holding us back because you're not building.
When a woman speaks out against the societal norms of a woman being domesticated or being a wife or being a mama, then she sounds ungrateful for having this wonderful husband who's providing and taking care of her, because that is most women's dream. Right? But there are other women like myself, right? And probably her too, from what she said, that their dreams are not limited to a position of a wife or a mother and to just being this person's wife. And where I do understand her is that I told God early on in my years, I said, God, I would love to marry a man of affluence and a man who does well. But I don't want to be known as, let's just say, Shannon's wife. I want to be known as, like, this is Shannon Sharp, and
and this is Dr.
Bryant hyphenated Sharp.
Oh, you gonna keep your last? Oh, so you will hyphenate the last?
Okay. I mean, I've already built this thing.
Okay. I'm just checking.
And this is his wife, and people go, "Oh, I know exactly who you are. You're the one that produced, or you're the doctor next to you." Or if I introduce myself, "Oh, that's Shannon. He's a Hall of Famer. Like, you did your thing. We love your show." Power couple.
Okay.
Right? And so I see her saying that she wanted to have what he had the luxury of having. He has a wonderful career and he has a wonderful family. She has a wonderful family. How come she gets deemed for saying, but I want to have the same equality as my husband?
Right.
All I'm saying is love being a mama and a wife, because she's obviously doing a damn good job.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes. Kids are great.
But how come I can't also want...
Why can't I have both? He has both. Why can't I? Why I got to be relegated
to... And he has both because she sat at home and allowed him to build one.
Right.
And she built the other that she is allowing him to also take credit for.
Right.
Because we know he's been on the road. Not that he ain't been a great father. I love Steph Curry. But what she's saying is I should be able to, now that my kids they're of age, the kids look kind of grown to me.
Right.
Go create what I want. And she did try. She started doing magazines in the past and covers.
I think she got cookware. Yeah.
She tried.
Right.
And so I think there's nothing wrong with her saying, look, I have aspirations too, and I'm not going to take away from what I've already been excelling at, but I'm also excellent at other things.
Once again, it sounds good until it doesn't. You can put your hand on your chin. It look very nice. All of the makeup and stuff, but it still doesn't make sense. Stephen Curry, she didn't let Stephen Curry do anything. He was already doing it. He got drafted, I think, in like 2009. He was 7th overall. The Golden State Warriors picked him 7th overall. The first round, they have 30 picks out of 30 people in the first round, mind you. He could have gone dead last. If he sucked, he could have gone dead last. Now, you might be able to make the argument, well, his dad was a pretty good shooter in the NBA, so maybe because of his name, And his dad's name, the pedigree, that's probably why the Golden State Warriors selected him. I don't know. Whatever. The point is, and even if you made that argument, he still did it without her. He was doing it without her. So I don't even understand that. What she was doing, no. They got married in, I think, 2011. He had already been in the league for 2 years. All right, so let me throw some numbers out at you for Steph Curry's contract. Okay, his rookie contract. After he was drafted in 2009, he signed a 4-year rookie deal. So 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. So maybe roughly around 2013, yep, his contract would have ended. 4-year, $12.7 million. She didn't allow him to do anything. He had already gotten that contract as a rookie. So if they wouldn't have gone anywhere else, and he played 4 years in the NBA, 4 years of riding the bench, they would have been good. 12.7. 2009, he got paid 2.6, with 2.7 including certain adjustments. 2010, 2.8. 2011, 3.1. 2012, 3.9. Okay, note this reflects the final year of the rookie scale contract, the team option exercise for that 4-year deal. So they bought him back in, basically. Okay, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. Jeff Bezos, we know, I mean, his ex-wife, we don't even know her. She's doing some great things with his money. I think she gave to some HBCUs. She's given a lot to charity. Fantastic. I applaud you. But we know Jeff Bezos. Even his current wife. I'm sorry. I really am. I forget her name. Melissa, I think, Gonzalez or something like that. She's pretty well known in social circles. She's got her own thing going. She's a big deal in those circles. Like she's not a slouch. She's not a slouch at all. But we know Jeff Bezos for what he's doing. Barack Obama. We know Michelle Obama for the stuff that she did. She's no slouch. But Barack Obama was president twice. Twice. And even without Michelle Obama, he was already doing it. Donald Trump, president twice. We know Melania Trump, considered to be one of the prettiest models, great dresser, fashion. Donald Trump was president twice. Twice. We know Donald, even before he met Melania. We know Trump Towers. We know Trump as a businessman. We already know him. His name was already there. Regardless of, well, he was terrible at it. I don't care. What we're discussing is we already know who the man is. We already know him. And countless other examples. But presidents, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton has been doing her thing. She's served on presidential staffs. So she's been very vocal. She ran for president. Almost made it. But we know Bill Clinton. We know Bill Clinton. We know him. And Bill was already doing it. Ain't nobody catapulted me nowhere. Well, she let him do this. No, I was already doing it without you. I'm not saying that you didn't contribute. I'm not saying that you didn't play any important or significant role. I'm not saying that you didn't step back from what you were doing to really push me and support me in the areas that I'm doing. What I'm saying is, you make it seem like you're not getting a benefit. You make it seem like you're getting pennies. You're staying in the freaking White House with your attitude, talking crazy. The only reason people know you of this level of importance, talking about Michelle Obama, where she had an interview with Cat Williams, when she's going in and doing all these interviews, and I applaud you for doing that, is because Barack Obama was president. Because they know him as the president of the United States. The reason you get to go anywhere, Melania, and do all of the stuff that you're doing, because they know Donald Trump. They know him. What? There's a different way to handle this. And y'all got to start taking accountability for the stuff that you say online, for the way that you act, period. If Steph has to go out there and watch what he says, watch how he portrays himself, then so do you. And that's what we're missing. Oh, she really said Shannon straight and this and that. I don't care nothing about that. What I care about is you using all this language and the dictionary to, oh, wow, ooh, she really said, you didn't say nothing. You didn't say anything. This woman has had ample time, and you just said it. Magazine, baking, cookware, restaurants. That's being funded by Stephen Curry. I never had a chance to be myself. I'm funding you to be yourself. I'm funding your ventures. And you're still talking about you. No, you suck at being yourself. Well, that's because Steph Curry. No, it's because whatever you were doing before that, you were not good at it. You weren't as good. Let's say you made it as a model and a TV star. You still would not be making as much as Steph Curry. You would not be. I could go on about this. It don't matter. The point is, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing right now. You already tried doing it, and you weren't doing it. Not at the same rate and the pace that he was. Be quiet.